It seems like Carwow are intentionally pretending that Tesla are not very good. They're trying to do what Top Gear did by misrepresenting the facts of the Tesla vehicles that they've been testing over the last 3 weeks. Now, there's been 2 videos that have been seen by more than 1 million people where Carwow have intentionally used different tires on a Tesla and also done another thing on a different Tesla in order to try to make them look bad. I'm very curious, Carwow, why are you doing this? Why target electric cars? Why target Tesla?
Now you have a brake test from 100 miles an hour. The car which stops in the shortest distance wins. Again. You're just miles back. That is not good. Not good at all.
We all know you're doing it. It's in the comments. You guys won't admit to it, but it is in the comment section. People are pointing it out, and you guys are pretending that it was an accident or that you don't even know. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. This is the first time I've done this kind of video. The reason being, I used to be a fan of the Carwow YouTube channel. But since they've turned into Top Gear, where they intentionally try to sabotage Tesla vehicles in order to make the tests unfair, to try and make it more even between electric cars and gasoline, ICE, and dynomobiles, I've got to say I'm kind of getting a bit annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed because it's not just an attack on Tesla, it's an attack on electric cars in general. The reality is, Carwow, right, the channel, it's mostly about drag racing, performance cars, having a bit of fun, but also it is very important. Manufacturers hate this kind of stuff because they hate it when you test their cars and their cars lose. That's one of the reasons why Ferrari doesn't let you use their cars for these purposes. Right? Ferrari won't let you do this. So Carwow have to go and get Ferraris from owners. So the reality is here, Carwow, they don't use cars from the manufacturer. They use cars from owners because then they can get around all these issues with manufacturers hating these types of tests. And they do hate them. I've been reading car magazines for many years now, and it's a huge challenge for these magazines to actually get the cars to do these quarter-mile tests. So what happened? What am I talking about? Well, there was a video about a week ago where Carwow got the latest Lamborghini Urus Performante. This is a car that's 210,000 pounds. We're talking like 400,000 Australian dollars, 300,000 US dollars. It's incredibly expensive. It's the most expensive SUV Lamborghini make. Then they got the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, right? The GT, the fastest model they make. Both of these cars, by the way, are much more expensive than the Tesla Model X Plaid. So the Model X Plaid's in the race. Also, then they've got the fastest Mercedes GLS AMG, and of course the BMW X5M performance model. They test them all against each other and they pretend like it's a fair competition. And I'm watching the video and I'm thinking, why is the Tesla Model X the slowest off the line? It should be the quickest. Something doesn't add up. This is such a strange test.
Why is it important to have the right tire for the right conditions? First candidate, the winter tire. Defined by deep grooves for the best grip on snow and ice, this tread pattern has its advantages in the cold. Next up is the summer tire. A lot more tread here for better grip on a rough surface like tarmac. Off we go. The winter tire are off to a great start, but then the winter tire's lack of grip is getting more obvious. Less tread and a higher tire profile result in more slip and deformation of the tire. That energy would otherwise be used to accelerate the car.
Now, the Tesla Model X was the slowest off the line, but as soon as it got traction, right, it just destroyed the competition. It was ridiculous. It was so far ahead, it might as well have been in a different race. Might as well have been in a different continent. I mean, yeah, I'm exaggerating here, but seriously, it was absolutely crazy. The Model X Plaid destroyed gasoline performance vehicles.
That was rubbish. It's pushed through its brakes. Oh, come on. Oh, bye-bye. Tesla has just smashed everyone, didn't it?
2 of them were much more expensive than the Plaid. 2 of them were slightly less expensive, depending on what country you're in, of course. But the reality is, the Model X annihilated them. And it didn't just annihilate them in the quarter mile times, it annihilated them in the race where they do it from a non-standing start. So when the cars are doing around 30 miles an hour, they start, accelerate. They do a couple of variants of that, and then Model X just destroyed everyone again.
What exactly happened? Well, the Tesla won, completing the standing quarter mile in 10.3 seconds. The Porsche second with a time of 11.4 seconds, and the BMW and Lamborghini crossed the line in exactly the same time of 11.7 seconds.
So as you can see, it didn't matter how many runs the Tesla did, it was just killing everyone.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this kicked down so well. What was that Porsche doing? Wow, that took forever. Easy. 60 miles ahead of us. Yeah, you smashed everyone. Instant response, electric motor, no gearbox, just off you went.
Then they had a brake test. The Tesla did the worst by far. And everyone's thinking, well, Teslas can't brake. They suck. We told you their brakes are terrible. Bjorn Nyland points out on his YouTube channel that the Tesla Model X was intentionally neutered, possibly, by Carwow. They put winter tires on the car. All the other ones had race car tires on them. Literally, we're talking Michelin Cup Pilot Sport tires on them. They literally had like semi-slick race tires on them, and they put winter tires on the Tesla Model X. Now, the difference in performance is staggering.
Were brakes extra? Was that an optional extra you didn't tick? We're going to find out in a bit, aren't we? The Tesla's weakness.
3 disciplines of our summer trio: braking, accelerating to 150 kilometers per hour. Now it's all about nailing the braking point. Here it comes. They are all braking as hard as they can. Winter takes the longest piece of road and time.
I mean, for example, if you did a test of all these cars around the Nürburgring, the difference would be about 10% in time. 10%, massive, right? The difference in braking is enormous. Winter tires are just not made for these kind of performance tests. Now, at no point during the video did Carwow mention that all the competitors to Tesla's vehicle have semi-slick race car tires, and the Tesla has winter tires on it. However, fortunately, Bjorn pointed out it did, and in the comments section, a bunch of people have mentioned it, and Carwow is still pretending that it didn't happen, that they didn't know about it, and oh no, we haven't even seen these comments. But the thing was, it's weird that this video came out this way. The reason being that not long before that, 2 weeks before that video came out, Carwow did a range test. It tested 4 different electric cars, it drove them till they died. Mercedes, BMW, Tesla, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Now, none of them got their claim range. The BMW was closest to its claim range. Anyhow, it was actually a pretty good video until the end. When, well, Carwow did the same thing. They said that the Tesla died, and nothing could be done about it. You couldn't even open the charge port. The charge port had shut itself, they claimed. There was no way of actually... They said the 12-volt battery had even died, shut itself, and the car was just dead. It was just a nightmare. That's why you shouldn't buy an EV. You know, Elon's off running Twitter. They basically said, they basically used some kind of slang, some swearing to say just how bad the Tesla was in terms of the experience of that car, because of the fact that when it dies, and there's nothing you can do. You can't even charge it. You can't even open the charge port. Well, yeah, that isn't true. There is actually a little strap you can pull on the Tesla Model 3 on the inside of the charging port that will open it. You can access it by putting the back seats down. Now, obviously, Carwow knew this. You can find out this information with a quick Google search. It'll take you probably about 4 seconds to find that out. That information is very easy to find. But Carwow did what they seem to be doing lately, and that's going after Tesla. Now, whether or not Matt Watson himself doesn't like Tesla anymore, whether or not Matt changes his mind on electric cars, he doesn't like electric cars anymore, or whether or not he knows that attacking Tesla sells, or that attacking electric cars sells, whatever the case may be, Carwow, you've sold your souls. You've sold your souls for clicks, and it's sad to see. Now, I'm putting this video out there because people need to know. They need to know if you're lying, if you're intentionally rigging the test like Top Gear did when they rigged the test with the Tesla Model S and they made the battery at a 50% state of charge. They've done various things in the UK. This is a UK trend now. Rig the Tesla vehicle, make the test sensationalized, get more clicks, and sell your soul for money. My opinion, that's just sad. That is just pathetic. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.